And the extra point makes it 7-0. What a return that one was. 95 yards. He took it back for 6. They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Running back searching for a hole. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the right. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Using the quick game. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to pass on second down. They're bringing heat. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game. So how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The offense set for a first down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the
and he's got it inside the 25. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. Makes the grab on the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Badgers will hustle to the line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Looking for a man. It's McClain. Fires toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And this defense continues to bring the heat. First sack of the day, setting the tone in the first quarter. They had 5 last week, ladies and gentlemen. So this defense has been affecting the quarterback and making him feel so uncomfortable.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On third down, he drops to throw. Soft spot in the middle. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. First down to start the drive after the break. Leaves it with the running back. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. He'll pull it down. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
When QBs are able to do this and just pull it down after he's sat back there in the pocket a little bit and go make plays, so frustrating for a defense. If I blitz and play man-to-man, nobody's looking at the QB, he can make a big play. If I sit back, he can still scramble, run up and get a big play. So hard to defend this guy.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Running toward the tape. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Discards a man.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field and jump around a bit. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
And they come up with a huge